Hello and welcome everyone, it is me, the lover, also knows how to do this, back for you with another video. And as you can probably tell, since you're seeing me and not, the Master Duel background, this is going to be a bit of a different one. I'm visiting a friend over the course of this weekend, and we are planning to hit up at least one locus, and I kind of wanted to take you guys along for the journey. I've not been to a locals in, all the years of me playing this game, just have nothing nearby. So I thought it'd be cool to, get this on camera, even if just as a time capsule to look back on, my first locals experience essentially. But yeah, I hope this all will sound alright because this is getting recorded on my phone and everything. But yeah, I'll be taking you guys along for the journey. So I guess let's get going. Alright, we are done with locals for today. 1-2. I think that's alright. Lost round 3 to Infernal 2-0. Kind of like a couple. I think it's like a good start already when like the first round I play against like the deck I hate the most in Cash Tira. And get like impumped on a Gadget Gamer and find no converter. It was quite something, but it was a really cool experience nonetheless. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking to guy sitting next to me round 2, who was also on like a comfort pick deck. But that aside, I did snag 2 OTSs, and I didn't want to rob you guys of that experience. So let's hope we pull an ulti, I guess. That is a Hyper Librarian, a Gate Infinity, and that's the Soul of the Supreme King. That's the summons like all of the Supreme King Dragon Trap. Second pack. Luckily not pack opening channel. A lot of people talk about looking for indentations on these, but I don't think that's how that works. That's a Utopia card, right? No, it's TG Booster Raptor. A Ogdotic Noya. And Pulling the Rug! Yo, Edison reference! Nice! That's cool. But yeah, probably going to cut it off here. Going to do some more testing tomorrow for a locals on Sunday that will also be attending. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted and see you guys then. It is day 2. I've just gotten up. Took a few notes yesterday and kind of wanted to maybe give a better recap of, locals yesterday. First time vlogging, so mind with me a bit. I think I'll try and do better on Sunday. Round 1, played against Cash Tira. Game 1, I get hand trapped on Gadget Gamer, the absolute worst scenario in the world. Impulse Gadget Gamer, I have to pass turn. He puts a couple cash names on board. Outs the gamer, punches for a bit of damage. On the follow-up I try to make a push, but he still has Veiler and Ghost Spell in hand. The Ghost Spell was unexpected and did not, I did not like that. So yeah, we lose game 1. Game 2 I do have Called by for Shifter, which nice, but I'm just not able to make like a good push afterwards. I think I get like hand trapped once, and on like a Link Karibo and then like some assorted guys, and that's it. Round 2, the one I forgot to recap yesterday, the one that I actually ended up taking against Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk. Game 1, I get some unlucky reveals, but still make my way to Link Karibo IP. And just a couple guys next to it, which is okay, it's not great, but certainly could do worse. I get hit with Lightning Storm and Droplets, which that's not a good start. But I do have an Ash for his Tri-Brigade line when he goes to, I think, add a Fractal. I have an Ash for that, and that kind of stops him in his turn. And I can just assemble like an Access Code Talker on the follow-up that he cannot deal with and just kind of wins me the game. For game 2, I got to silence some of the funny cards that are still legal. But yeah, I draw him on Tanky, which kind of ends his turn.
and on like I can make like a braver on the follow-up, even if he like hand trapped my gamer previously. And yeah, it was like kind of weird because I had to make like a Phoenix to crash into a fractal on like turn 3, so that he doesn't get to banish twice. And then yeah, on like the follow-up I can just make like a braver, make like a PTD, and then just go for game off of that. Which this was a pretty good game, to be honest. And round 3 was against Infonoble, as you guys heard about. Yeah, I get game 1, I get hand trap once. Don't get the greatest reveals, so I'm kind of passing on like Link Rebo Formula Synchron, which not great. And yeah, he just kind of kills me on the follow-up because, you know, Link Rebo Formula Synchron is not like a big deal of a board. And game 2, he kind of bricked, I feel like. Either that or he did the same as me, which is finding 3 pieces of the same hand trap. Because game 2 I was looking at 3 nibs in my opening hand, which that wasn't great. So yeah, he kind of passes like a turn. I try and make like a couple plays. Don't really get to anything because I've not drawn a whole lot of engine. And yeah, he then starts playing, I nib him. He like forgets his Angelica coming back, so like we kind of try and repair the game state a bit. I should have read Angelica again before, you know, trying to punch over her. So that's something to keep in mind because she also triggers when she's attacked. And yeah, from there on out I get super greedy with like an imperm that I have set and a, you know, one of the nibs still in hand. But he just casually makes like Phoenix, Gearfried, and Baron in 4 summons, which, you know, kinda nice. It's cool that deck's still around, even if it's, you know, not like a huge combo deck. But yeah, today we got some testing ahead of us. Might do some changes to the list, but we'll see what, you know, works afterwards. I'll keep you guys posted, and we'll see how Sunday goes.
It is 8, roughly past 11 by now. We've done a good bit of testing today. Talked to, you know, a friend that I'm visiting, and kind of, you know, snowballed a couple ideas between him, his neighbor, and myself. And I feel good about the changes. Got another locals coming up tomorrow. Change a couple things about the non-engine and a couple pieces about the engine that I initially cut out. The main thing I ended up cutting were the 2 reactants for the redox. I thought, okay, you know, maybe we see how that works without it. Tested today with 2 again, and it feels great. The Spades Ashes, and then I can try and play, you know, with the engine that I find. And the changes to the non-engine all also felt very good. I don't know. Definitely not expecting to do like, you know, crazy good. I'm not out here being like, okay, yeah, we cooked up the sauce. I'm out here going 4x tomorrow. But we're gonna, I guess, slightly bigger crowd tomorrow than the last locals we went through. And yeah, it's late. I would like to get to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the final day of this trip. Well, it is day 3 of the trip. Today we'll be attending the 1 locals we definitely plan to attend this weekend. It's still a bit early, just gotten up. But yeah, as mentioned in that last clip from yesterday, feel good about the changes that I made to the list. It just, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it just helps so much in testing when you have like a couple people to just like bounce ideas off of. With card choices, be it, you know, main side, and I think just maybe not taking the hand trap approach and playing a couple more board breakers in the main might be cool. I'll just see how it goes. Still got a bit of packing to do because, you know, today is also the day I depart. So yeah, I'll get to packing and talk to you guys again once we reach the locals. Well, and with that, the local strip kind of almost concludes. Did not have time to film in between round updates. I hope you can hear me over the
air conditioning that's behind me. I'll see that in post. But yeah, I didn't win anything. I went 0-2-2, drew 2, lost 2. Round 1 played against Orchist. Really sick deck now that that's back, honestly. Can grind really well. Branded Regain goes crazy in that deck because you can, recycle banished Orchists and everything. Lost game 1, just getting out grinded. Game 2 we went into time in which I do win because I have a built-in time win con. And yeah, that's kind of round 1. Round 2 was against Runic Bestial actually. I lose the dice roll, so I'm kind of like, unfortunate. But I'm able to force like my way through a board of like Fountain with a couple cards in hand and a Baron on board. Because at like a crucial point after like getting through like one Runic spell, I think. I'm able to droplet the Baron that he's made, so I can play through his board. He has no follow-up left, and I kind of win game 1 that way. Game 2, I'm going second again. Not doing too hot, getting basically outvalued by the Runic engine. Luckily enough, my deck doesn't hard lose to Bestials, but Runic Bestial does get enough lights and darks in the grave just to play on its own. Round 3, we almost go into time. Before time is called, he's able to assemble just like a bunch of big dudes, punch over my board, and get his win in that way. And then round 3, not round 2, my pairing was Nemleria. All the deck really does is put like 2 big, slightly protected idiots on the board each turn that you kind of have to deal with. And at one point I had no big idiots of my own to deal with his big idiots anymore. So that was that. Game 2, we go into time, I win in time. You know how it is. It's quite something, In round 4, I play against Horus Runic. A very cool deck. I'm like a huge fan of like these value decks that just kind of keep going, over the course of like many turns, and the Horus engine is perfect for that, especially paired with Runic. He gets to open game 1, puts like a couple Horus dudes on the board, yoinks a Fenrir off the top of my deck with a zombie vampire, and kind of sets up his stuff. I try to play into it, can't force my way through it. He wins on like I think a turn 4 maybe. Turn 4 or 5 I think is when he takes it, and we go to game 2. Game 2, the incident occurs of me opening double Smartphone, a Hauler, and double Talons. That wasn't great, so yeah, we just played like another game for like the heck of it because we had the time, because like game 2 took like no time at all. So yeah, but anyways, still napped. 2 ODS packs. Let's wrap these bad boys open. Hope we pull an ulti, that'd be pretty great. And yeah, let's see what that is. That is a Shinobird's Calling. A Dark Hole, that's a nice card. And a Pulling the Rug, hey, Edison staple. Goes nicely. I pulled one from, the last tournament packs, so, having a second one doesn't hurt. I don't know where, like, to talk, by the way. First time vlogging, Who's this guy? Also, first time apparently opening ODS packs. We have a Supreme King Dragon Dark One, a Supreme King Gate 0, and a Soul of the Supreme King. No ultis, but it's fine. 2 Pulling the Rugs is like kind of cute for Edison. Nice card for that. And otherwise, yeah, it's OTS packs. It's 3 packs you basically get for participating in an OTS. But yeah, that's basically almost it. I don't know if I'll record another outro. I probably will record one when I'm home. But yeah, with all that out of the way, I guess I have a train to catch and have to get home. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.
And with all that done, we are back where this whole journey started. It was an incredible weekend. I got to meet a good friend of mine again, which is, always a very, very common W. Nice reflection in those glasses there. Got to compete in my first and
second ever locals, probably also, you know, the first and second ever locals I'll be attending in like a good while. And it was great. Friday definitely made like some, you know, on the fly deck building choices before that I didn't fully test, you know, think through, in an attempt to get the deck down to like a very clean 40. But before Sunday, we did a lot of testing. I felt so happy with the choices that like you know, in, you know, that circle that we tested in, which was my friend Dyer and his neighbor, kind of came up with, and I kind of could bounce off of these people. Testing is so nice when you have people to like bounce ideas off of, that are also, you know, invested in the game and can give you feedback in that moment. Incredible. Huge shout outs to those two. In general, huge shout outs to Dyer for putting up with me for another weekend. It's always a blast, and you know, I hope we get to do this sometime soon again. But we'll see. Otherwise, it was an incredible weekend overall. Played some real good Yu-Gi-Oh! On that Sunday. Games felt incredibly back and forth. I think minus that like absolute brick on that game 2 in like round 4. I felt like I was in every game that I played. Not only due to the like choices I made in terms of non-engine, which you've probably seen. I don't know, maybe I'll link like a deck profile that's probably gone up by now. By the way, huge shout outs to you guys for just like saying, okay, I want the O2 locals list. Thanks so much. It means a whole lot. It is crazy to see. And yeah, it felt good. I opened good hands in a lot of cases, and games were like not like complete stomps. Like I felt like I was actually playing the game, which was so nice. It was so great, because I just absolutely adore this game. It is so much fun. I love this deck, and I can't wait to play like more of it. It is great. But with all that out of the way, please do excuse this like slightly scuffed vlog that is like a bit scuffed, you know, in terms of quality, and also a bit, you know, all over the place, and it's just like, you know, mainly me talking in front of a white background. But it was great. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I just wanted to, you know, kind of cement this in the history of the internet. Not only for me to look back on, but maybe also for you guys to look back on, because I can absolutely recommend going to a local card store, going out there, meeting people, if you have the opportunities to. Sadly, where I reside, I don't have a locals nearby that I can easily get to, but if you have one, do consider it. It's an absolutely great experience. You can meet some amazing people. Had like a really nice guy sitting next to me round 2 of that Friday's locals, who also was on like a comfort like favorite pick deck. Shout outs to you if you see this. And we you know, we kind of vibed, you know, because we were there on the favorite deck for the good vibes. And on Sunday, because you know, we were sitting very close. It kind of what gets around what you're playing, and you know, when like I got to collect my 2 OTSs. For like second to last place, I did get, you know, a small bit more applause for, you know, just rolling up with Morphtronics. It was great. It was an absolutely incredible experience. And yeah, I thank you guys for also being part of that. That was absolutely great. So yeah, with all that out of the way, I will thank you guys very much for watching if you've made it this far. And I will see you guys again next time. But until then, goodbye.